So the sequel to Rise of the Planet of the Apes is Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Man, I might actually like this movie way more than what I liked about Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Yo, what up my cheese army, how y'all doing? So Dawn of the Planet of the Apes is Caesar, and though we don't get James Franco, never get Jason Clarke, and Gary Oldman. What a great combo. So, what's the gist? So, pretty much, if you saw the last movie, which is spoiler territory, you see that there's a virus. The virus that they are really in, it's wiping out millions and millions of people, quarantine zones here and there. It's literally almost like a zombie apocalypse where people are dying, and it's insane, and really people are blaming the apes, and the apes literally don't want to go to war with anyone. That's really the gist. You've been treating apes bad in Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Now they're in the trees, you know, they're chilling, they have their own families, they're evolving, and you know, Caesar's like, you know, we're not like the humans, we are the apes, and we're more civilized than that. And Gary Oldman and Jason Clarke, you know, they live in the city where it's just like, you know, it's perfectly fine. It's a livable civilization, though the energy source is depleted, so they have to go to the dam, which is close to the ape center. Yeah, who knew? And now they need to convince the apes to get the power on, and humans versus apes kind of ensue, and that's pretty much the gist of this movie. What I liked about Rise of the Planet of the Apes still continues towards here. Caesar is great. Andy Serkis does a great job. And I think the CGI got maybe a tad bit better. And wow, that's really hard to say for most movies. I'm not really against CGI, but in this movie, you can really see the realism in these apes. And that's what I enjoyed about this movie. There's also a lot of tension between the apes, which I really didn't really see in Rise of the Planet of the Apes, because obviously it's the rise, it's not really evolved yet. But now we're in the evolution phase, and now we see that there are a lot of tension between the apes, and I'll get to that in a bit. But let's get to human characters. So Jason Clarke, he was a good addition to this movie. I actually enjoyed his presence. He was not a dick, and that was great. His team even is just full of great surprises. Though there's one douchebag. There's always that one douchebag that fucks everything up. And man, this movie really likes to play by the cliches, because damn, I saw that coming on an instant. But it was great to see that they brought like the whole family and like dynamic in the humans, but they also brought it in the apes, so there's parallels there, which I also really enjoyed. And the storyline is pretty basic, but it's still damn entertaining, and I just love the tension that they can still bring. Sometimes it's predictable, sometimes they have these twists and turns, which, man, that really didn't bog on the story. It just made the story more interesting. I was like, yeah, I'm looking forward to the final chapter of this whole entire series. And good job, movie. And you see Gary Oldman. Now, I thought in the trailer they showed Gary Oldman being this dick, and I was like, okay, we're gonna have another dick in the movie. He's not really a dick. He's actually one of the good. He's not a good guy. He's not a bad guy. He's just that guy who wants to help the human race, and that's all you can say about this character. You know his motivations, and it's great. Jason Clarke. And now the humans aren't really the dicks here. They're actually kind of in the minor. Like in Rise of the Planet of the Apes, really it's all about Caesar and his group and the tension between their own civilization, not the human civilization, which is great to see that they kind of bog down that, and humans aren't all dicks. And now they bring in the apes, and the ape civilization looks really cool. You can see the tension between them. Then we bring Kubo. Kubo, as you can see in the last movie, he was experimenting on, and you can see that's where kind of the virus kind of evolved and started from him, because his genetics. But him and Caesar had that whole conflict. They had this whole conflict, and that's what I really enjoyed about this whole movie. He was a dick, he was a douchebag, but it brought elements that I thought, you know what, that's great. Caesar even in the movie says that, I thought we were not like humans, but now I guess we have some similarities, and that's not a good thing. It's just sad to see that it kind of represents our society just a bit right now. And wow, I just enjoyed that dynamic, the story, and really the whole chemistry between them, the chemistry between Jason Clarke, which is a new addition, so it's not like they had anything previous to build on, which is great to see that they had that. In the end, I actually enjoyed this a tad bit more than Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Even though Rise of the Planet of the Apes was a great thriller, here they still continue to thrillerize, they still continue the twists and turns, and I enjoyed this movie to give it another 9 out of 10. You go see this movie, guys. It's a great movie. It really deserves all the praise it could get, and I'm so hyped now to see War of the Planet of the Apes. Can't believe I saw this a little bit later than I should have, and really, I wish I saw this like when it came out in theaters. I thought it was dumb, it was stupid, but really, the reboot Planet of the Apes series is great. You know, you have to enjoy the reboots. Sometimes reboots do work, and it's great that they're doing this one justice. So, what do you think about Dawn of the Planet of the Apes? Do you enjoy the series? Are you really hyped for War of the Planet of the Apes? Leave that in the comment below, like this video, hit that notification button to hear all my subscriptions, all my channel content, and until next time.